How do you react to that?
Well, look, the first thing you should say is that referees are human beings. They make mistakes like everybody else. They were working there in a very highly pressurized environment, and they made a mistake, and it was a big mistake, and the eyes of the world were on them, and now they are paying the consequences. And the mistake they made was that they thought they were checking a goal that had been allowed. The PGMOL hub operator, Ollie, is telling us to delay the game, which I think he means that we need to stop the game because a big mistake has been made. But it gives us an insight into just what a highly pressurized environment these referees are working in. Unfortunately, VAR is not foolproof. Mistakes will be made. But of course, lessons have to be learned from this, and I'm sure new protocols will be introduced to make sure that if mistakes are made, they're not mistakes that are as big as this. Well, they would have been breaking the laws of football. If you stick to the letter...
They wouldn't have had all this, would they?
If you stick to the letter of the law as laid down by the IFAB who make the laws of the game, once the game has restarted, you can't go back and stop the game and change the decision. This could have all been cleared up if they'd done that. And I don't think FIFA or IFAB would have thrown the book at them if that is what they had done. But unfortunately, they decided to stick to the letter of the law. And as you heard the VAR saying there, we can't do anything. They restarted. We can't do anything.
In a North London derby that had everything: drama, controversy, and late-game nerves, Arsenal ultimately walked away with the victory over Tottenham Hotspur. But while the Gunners claimed the points, the match will be remembered just as much for the storm surrounding VAR and a moment that left fans fuming. Because once again, the technology that was supposed to remove doubt has only poured fuel on the fire. Arsenal started brightly, controlling possession and showing the sharper attacking intent that has defined much of their recent form. Their movement between the lines caused Tottenham problems early, and the breakthrough, when it came, felt deserved. The visitors responded with typical derby aggression, but for long stretches it was Arsenal who looked the more composed side. Still, this fixture rarely follows a calm script. The controversy arrived when Tottenham thought they had clawed their way back into the contest with a goal that, on first viewing, looked extremely tight. The assistant referee kept the flag down. Play continued. The ball hit the net. Then all eyes turned to VAR. What followed was the now familiar pause, the kind that makes stadiums hold their breath. Replays circulated quickly on broadcast, and to many watching, the Tottenham scorer appeared clearly beyond the last defender at the decisive moment. Arsenal players gestured. Fans erupted. Social media exploded almost instantly. Yet the VAR check concluded with the goal standing. Inside the stadium and across the football world, disbelief spread. In a league that prides itself on precision technology, supporters were left asking the same old question: what exactly is the line for offside anymore? To their credit, Arsenal did not lose focus. If anything, the decision seemed to sharpen their edge. They pushed forward again, regained control of midfield territory, and produced the attacking quality that has made them genuine contenders this season. Their response spoke volumes about the team's growing maturity under pressure. Eventually, the Gunners restored order on the scoreboard with a well-worked goal that underlined their superiority on the day. From that point, they managed the match with increasing authority, limiting Tottenham's clear chances and showing the kind of defensive discipline that has sometimes been questioned in past campaigns. By the final whistle, Arsenal had secured the win. 3 points. Derby bragging rights. Another statement performance. And yet, the conversation afterward was dominated not by the football, but by VAR. For Arsenal supporters, the frustration is layered. Yes, their team won. Yes, the damage on the scoreboard was contained. But the broader concern remains the same: inconsistency in officiating decisions that continue to cloud major matches. When technology is introduced to remove human error, moments like this feel especially jarring. From Tottenham's perspective, they will argue they played to the whistle and were awarded a goal through the proper review process. That is technically true. But football is as much about perception and trust as it is about procedure, and right now, trust in VAR remains fragile across the Premier League. North London derbies are supposed to be decided by moments of brilliance, defensive lapses, and raw emotion, not by forensic debates over digital lines. What this match ultimately showed is twofold. First, Arsenal continue to demonstrate the resilience and quality of a side with serious ambitions. Winning a derby, even amid controversy, is the mark of a team learning how to navigate the chaos of a title race. Second, the VAR conversation is far from settled. Every high-profile incident like this reopens the same wounds, the same arguments, the same late-night debates on screens and in pubs around the world. Arsenal got the result, but the noise around this decision isn't going away anytime soon. And in the North London rivalry, long memories are part of the story.